Hey guys, welcome to VLOGOWEEN Day 14. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a couple paranormal story times that have happened to me. I have 3. I was going to include the girl in gym class story time from what happened, or what am I trying to say? I was going to include the girl in the gym class story time that happened to me. There you go. Around grade 8-ish. But that is more on the longer side of things as opposed to the other story times I'm going to tell you today. So, today I'm going to be telling you 3 story times. First one is called Crying Babies. Second is basically just me in a room with one of my best friends and something weird happened with the TV. And the story that I mentioned a few weeks ago for VLOGOWEEN about me being home alone, and yeah. So those are the 3 story times I'm going to tell you guys today. Like I said, I was going to include the one about the girl in gym class, but I feel like these 3 are kind of on the shorter side, like they're not very long at all. The longest one is definitely about the crying babies, but the other 2 aren't very long at all, especially the one with about the TV turning on and off with me and my best friend, but I'll get into that in a few minutes. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Obviously, I don't have my backdrop up again today because I was working 3 to 10:30, and I was spending the first half of the day trying to get a couple things done that I really needed to catch up on. There are actually multiple things I wanted to catch up on. I still haven't watched Big Brother or Days of Our Lives from last week, and we're going back to Rogers, a new cable, I guess you could call it, this coming Wednesday. And last time we switched to a different cable. We switched from Rogers to Bell, and now we're going back to Rogers from Bell. When we switched to Bell, just a couple, like I would say 2 months ago, all of our recordings were gone. Where we switched to a completely new cable, we lost all recordings, everything. So just in case we lose all our recordings on Wednesday when we go back to Rogers, I want to get caught up with Big Brother and Days of Our Lives before Wednesday. So I don't have to work until 4 tomorrow. So I have a little bit extra time, like an extra hour, to catch up on some stuff. We do have our officer from church is coming for dinner tomorrow before I go to work. So I'll probably be spending some time upstairs while she's here, and while my nan's here, because my nana's here for another week and 3 days, something like that. So yeah, I do have an extra bit of time to finish to do a couple things tomorrow. Like I said, I have to catch up on Big Brother and Days of Our Lives, Strictly as well. I have 2 or 3 weeks worth of Strictly to get through. I would have watched because someone sent me a link about a year ago for this year, a link to watch the entire Strictly episode where I'm not from the UK, so now I have the link for it to watch the entire episode. I just have to figure out what time it's actually on here where I live before I can watch it. But yeah, obviously if I'm working I can't see it, so that's very unfortunate, but I'm working, so what can you do? So I have this week, last week, and I think the week before to catch up on, so I have to watch every single dance from each week and do my rankings, because I always do my rankings for each week, like ranking dances all the dances from 1 to whatever. Besides that, I also have my own Dancing with the Stars game. I have on Twitter, I have 2 or 3 weeks to catch up on, because I just had so much stuff to do that needs to get done. Well, really needed to get done 2 weeks ago. I just kind of put it off. I procrastinate a lot when it comes to that. So I really want to get back on my shit and get all that stuff done. So I have a couple weeks of my Dancing with the Stars game to catch up on. I mean, if Halloween wasn't this month, I wouldn't care as much. But Halloween week is in 3 weeks on my game, 2-3 weeks. So I want to catch up on that before Halloween comes. So yeah. But the thing is, when with my game, I ask. It's like literally Dancing with the Stars, but it's on Twitter, like my own game. But I have a bunch of different people participate, so every week I have to ask them, what dance are you doing this week? What song? You know what I mean? Just literally the same thing as Dancing with the Stars. If you've seen it, then you know what it's all about. And so I literally have to wait for them to answer, which is the hardest part, because some of them don't get back to me until like a week. So that's kind of like the hardest part when it comes to that, because I don't know when they're going to answer. It's not up to me when they answer, it's up to them. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And I haven't even started my journal from my journal layout theme, whatever, for I can't even speak, for October. So I have to get that done, and then I have to do my rankings on Instagram for Dancing with the Stars for the past, we're in what week now? We just finished week 3. So I think I have week 1 rankings done. I just have to do week 2 and week 3. And then I'm all caught up on that. So I have so much stuff to get done. I doubt I'm going to finish it all tomorrow before I go to work or when I get home, because I don't get home until like 10-ish tomorrow. So yeah, and then I also have tomorrow's video to do. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do the video and get that done and out of the way first. So I'll get up tomorrow morning. Hopefully, if I get the chance, I will get up early in the morning, or whenever I get up, and I'll eat breakfast, get dressed, and then I will find a spot to put my backdrop up. I'm thinking of doing it in my parents' room. That's what I was going to do today, but obviously they're all in bed now, so I can't go into my parents' room and tell them to get out of bed just for me to make a video. I'm not going to do that to them. But yeah, sometime tomorrow, I'd say I'm going to do it not too long after I get up. Whenever I get up tomorrow morning, I'll eat my breakfast, get dressed. Then I will get someone to help me put my backdrop up in my parents' room or in whatever room. I can't really do it in my room because, of course, there's barely any room in here. So I'll put up a setup somewhere in my backdrop tomorrow and probably get that done first, so it's done and out of the way, and I don't need to worry and rush trying to get things done in time to make a YouTube video by tomorrow night. And then I have the rest of the day until work. And when I get home from work, I have like an extra like 2 hours to get a bunch of other things done that I wanted to get done. And I also need to start my blog for Dancing with the Stars, my Dancing with the Stars recap on my blog, which I still have 3 days to do that, so I'm not as worried about that. I'm probably going to just start that because I only have to work like 5 hours on Tuesday unless I get called in early. So I can literally just start and finish that in one day. I did it last week, so. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I really procrastinate a lot sometimes, which I really need to stop doing that, but yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start getting back on my shit and finishing up all of that stuff I need to do. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into the story times. So like I said, the first one is called Crying Babies. So there are a few YouTubers that I like, and they used to do videos of them reading subscribers' paranormal story times. And so I sent a couple into, I think, Jessie V and Graveyard Girl. I don't even know if they got around to telling my story. I don't really care, because I'm going to tell you guys right now. But Crying Babies was one of the stories that I sent to Graveyard Girl. So all I did was went back on my email and copy and pasted the entire story so I can just read it from my phone. The other two that I'm going to tell today, the TV turning on and off and the Home Alone story, I haven't sent those ones into anybody before. So yeah. So I'm just going to, I remember kind of what happened with those two, so I'm just going to try to think back and remember those. But yeah, I'm just going to start off with Crying Babies. A few months ago, this was in like grade 10 or 11 I think. So not really a few months ago, but in grade 11, I would say around 2019-ish, 2018. When I was at school, I was in skilled trades class working on an assignment with my friend. I was one of the people in that class that was farthest away from the door. The door was open, by the way. So in our classroom for skilled trades, you had the door, and then you had this long room going down this way. And I was right at the end of the room. So here's where I was sitting, and the door is right here. So I'm sure you guys get what I mean. If you were in that class with me, then you obviously get what I mean. But anyway, around a half an hour or 45 minutes into the class, I heard a baby crying. And it sounded like it came from the outside of the office, and the office is at the very beginning of the hallway, and my school trades classroom was at the very end of the hallway. It was one of the last classrooms in that entire hallway, So after I heard the baby crying, I looked around to see if anybody else heard it. Nothing. Nobody was talking or looking around to see where it came from, so I told my friend, and he said, "Don't mind it." And that was when I remembered, sometimes my cousin and his son comes to the school to visit my cousin's girlfriend. So it could be his son. So I didn't think anything of it afterwards. A few days go by and I was in the cafeteria eating lunch, and I like to sit near the door and the microwave that some people consider the haunted microwave, because some people would always be heating up their lunch in the microwave and it would just turn off. That happened to me before too. And I heard another baby crying, and my cousin and his son comes to school maybe once or twice a week, every week or two, so I started to get a little freaked out, because they don't really come to the school. They didn't really go to the school very often to see their girlfriend at the time, or his girlfriend at the time, I should say. So having them come there like twice in 1 week when they usually came in like once-ish, it was kind of, I was getting a little freaked out at that point. Fast forward to another couple of days, I was sitting at my locker drawing in my sketchbook during lunchtime, and I heard another baby cry from downstairs. And again, I looked around to see if anybody heard it too. Again, nothing. So I got even more freaked out. A few days ago, again, this was from like 2018, so it's not really a few days ago, but I'm sure guys get what I mean. I was in math class and I heard another baby cry, and once again, nobody reacted. All the crying baby experiences really freaked me out, and I'm hoping I don't have to experience anymore. Well, I don't have to, because I'm no longer in high school. Anyway, that was the first story. I mean, it's not too creepy, but always hearing those baby crying when it's literally a high school, and you don't very often have babies come into high school, it kind of freaks me out. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. The next one is called TV turning on and off. I can't remember when this was. It was several years ago. That's all I know. It was a few years ago. I was sitting on my bed, and one of my best friends was sitting on my computer chair right next to me. And we had the TV on. We weren't really paying attention to it. We were just kind of talking, chatting with each other. And then all of a sudden the TV turns off. And then she looks at me and she goes, "I'm sure you have the remote next to you." And I looked around and I'm like, "No, I don't." And literally the remote that I did have, you couldn't turn the TV off with that. You actually had to go to the TV, pull it down, and turn it off. So I told her, "I don't have the remote." And besides, the remote was like literally on the TV stand anyway. And yeah, and then we turned it back on again, and then it went off again. And she was like, "Brianna, I'm sure you have your remote next to you." And I looked around and I'm like, "No, honest to God, I don't. I swear on my food." And everyone knows how much I love my food, and it's not that I eat a lot of it, it's just that I buy a lot of it. Like, I'm not even going to show you my room, but half the stuff in my room is food. Cookies, chips, chocolate, all of that. And half of it isn't even open. Because, like, I do buy a lot, and I don't want to say I eat a lot, because I don't really eat as much as I used to. I used to eat, like, 4 or 5 bars in one day. Not anymore. 2 is the maximum amount of bars I'll eat in one day. And usually I don't even eat 2. Usually I just eat 1 in a day. Sometimes none, but that isn't very often where I go one day without eating a bar. But yeah. Anyway, everyone knows how much I love my food. So I told her, honest to God, I didn't turn off the TV. I don't have the remote. I honest to God, I swear on my food. And she was like, "Okay, you swore on your food, so I believe you now." So to this day, we still haven't figured out who turned it off. And actually, something similar happened to me with my DVD player. So at the time, I don't have it anymore, but at the time I had a DVD player on top of my TV stand, and I was watching YouTube videos on my laptop at the time, and I went up to use the bathroom, and I swear the DVD player was on. I don't know why, because I wasn't even watching anything, but I swear to you, the DVD player on top of my TV stand was on. And when I started watching YouTube videos, of course, and when I got up to use the bathroom, I noticed that it was turned off. So I was like, that was really confusing. So there's that story. I wasn't even going to tell that story, but now that I think about it, I might as well. And the final story that I'm going to tell you guys today is about the Home Alone story, which, of course, I've mentioned before earlier in VLOGOWEEN. So I already mentioned this in like a couple of videos ago, like earlier in this year of VLOGOWEEN, earlier this month. So if you've seen one of the videos where I mentioned this in, then you probably have already heard most of it, but this is actually me going more into detail, pretty much retelling the story. So I can't remember when this was, 2020, 2019, 2021, I don't know. I was filming a video for, I think, VLOGOWEEN, and at the time, I used to have this table that is literally, you guys are literally stood up on the table right now. So I had this whole setup on the table in front of me, my laptop chair, I was sitting on that, and then over by my door, I don't have a door, I have a curtain, by the way, for a door, but I hung up my backdrop in front of that curtain, and I sat right in front of it with my little setup. It was just my table with a bunch of books on it, and then my phone, like, or my mom's phone, I should say, because I use her phone to film my videos all the time. But on the table, I had like a stack of books, and then my mom's phone leaning up against it. And so I was home alone. All my parents, I can't remember, or not all my parents, goodness. My whole family were gone out. I can't remember where they went, to an appointment or to supper, church, something. I don't know where they went. I can't remember. It was a while ago, but it was just me and my dog's home. And we were upstairs. My dog and I, Della, my smallest dog, because my biggest dog is always outside. So it was just me and my smallest dog, Della, upstairs, and I figured I might as well go make my VLOGOWEEN video for the day. So I came downstairs and I left the lights on. I hate, like, especially when I'm home alone, I don't like it when a bunch of lights are off. Now I can handle the bathroom light, well, not even the bathroom light, but I can handle like my Pop's room light being off because his door is shut like all the time. Same with my Aunt Kathy and my Uncle Gerald's. Their doors are shut all the time, so I don't care about those 3 lights being off. Doesn't bother me. But when especially when I'm home alone, I cannot have too many lights off. I need to have so many lights on. I used to be scared of the dark, but now not so much. But still, especially when I'm home alone, I cannot have so many lights off. The living room light, like, especially when I'm upstairs, the living room light needs to be on, bathroom light needs to be on, kitchen light needs to be on, and the hallway light needs to be on. It's kind of a waste of electricity, but I don't care. I still don't. It's just me. It's not that I'm like scared of the dark or anything. I just, especially when I'm home alone, I need to have those lights on at all times. Even when I go downstairs, even if it's just for a few minutes, I need to have at least the living room and the hall light on. And I usually leave the bathroom light on too when I go downstairs, but that's just me. So I came downstairs with my dog, my smallest dog. Her name is Della, so cute. And I got my whole setup, you know what I mean? And my backdrop was up. And so I sat in front of the camera and I filmed that video. And about halfway through the video, I heard a bang. Now, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this was in on my old channel, because before, this channel used to be just for WWE stuff only, and then I also had a main channel, but that main channel, I decided to scrap that main channel, and just changed my WWE channel to one main channel, which is this channel that I'm using currently. Anyway, so, I'm pretty sure this video is for my old channel, which I don't think any of the videos on there are up anymore, but anyway, moving on. So I filmed my video, and about halfway through the video, or towards the end of it, or something, I heard a bang. And so I was going to go up and investigate, but I figured, I'm just going to finish this video. Why not? I'm already halfway done it, or almost done it, so I might as well just finish it and then go up. And so I finished the video, and I also needed to use the bathroom. So I finished the video, I took all my stuff down, pushed it away, whatever, moved all of it, and I went upstairs to use the bathroom. And I got to the bottom of the basement stairs, because my room is in the basement. And I could see right through right to the back door, that the lights were off in the hallway and in the living room. And so I was like, you know what? I don't think my family are going to be too long coming home now. I think they're almost home, or at least on the way or something. So I'm just going to leave it. Because they were gone for a while. They said they weren't going to be too long. So I figured, you know what? I'll wait. I can hold it in. I'll wait until they get back, and then I will go up and use the bathroom, do whatever. Yeah. And so that's what I did. I messaged my mom, and I was like, where are you? Are you almost home? And she was like, yeah, we're on our way. So I just waited for her and my family to come home, and then I went upstairs to use the bathroom. I was not going up there, especially after hearing a bang and the lights were off. When I remember keeping the lights on when I came down and it was just me in the house, no way, I was not messing around with that. No way. So, yeah. So that is it for all my story times I'm going to be telling you guys today. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I have, literally when I do Vlogoween or Vlogmas, I always have a list of like, all the videos I'm going to do. Okay, I don't have anything planned for tomorrow. So, see, like, this is what I do. For Vlogoween and Vlogmas, I have all of the days marked down, so days 1 through 31. And I just think of, like, different videos. So, day 1 was Halloween tag. Day 2 was the Green Lady story. All of that. And if I can't, like, what I do to make it more fun and to make, like, you know what I mean? To make it more fun for me, when I come up with a video idea, I will go on a wheel online, and I will, like, or not even a wheel, like a number generator, and I will go in and I would write 1 to 31, and I would press generate, and it would give me a number, and whatever number it lands on, that's the day I have to film and post that video. So it just kind of makes it fun for me, and makes me, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I do for Vlogoween and Vlogmas. And then when I get the videos done with, I will put a check mark on it like that. So that's what I do. So tomorrow, I don't have anything planned for tomorrow. So I guess tomorrow I might just do a BuzzFeed quiz if I don't think of anything else. But yeah, but the girl in gym class story time that I was telling you guys about earlier in the video will be coming on, I think, day 22. Also, I am going to a couple stores next Friday, so what day is that? Or this Friday coming, I should say. December. I wish. October 20th. So day 20, I was supposed to do a little ritual about it was called the Charlotte's Web ritual or something. So that'll probably be moved to day 21 or day 19, and day 20 or something like that. Around there will be a haul, because I am going to a few stores, because my mom has an appointment about an hour away from where I live, so I'm going to be going with her, and we're going to a couple stores. We're also going to a bookstore, because my mom said she wants to go in and see what kind of books are there, because we've never been to that bookstore before, and that makes me even more excited to go, because you guys know how much I love books. It's disgusting. So, yeah, I can't say next Friday, because it's a Sunday. This Friday coming, the 20th, I will be doing a haul. Either that or the 21st, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 20th. So, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. I don't know why I say that part so fast in my videos. I'm sorry. That's just me. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogoween day 15, right? Yeah. Bye, guys.